So just a little update. My aquaponics system is running well. Everything's doing well, doing good. But I wanted to try the deep water culture. So today, I know the place is a mess, but today I built this. It's just in the beginning stages. This will be the sump. This will be a fish tank, very similar to the other side with the clay pebble grow beds. It'll be very similar. Hopefully I can get this guy finished up tomorrow. And this is going to be the deep water culture. Basically it'll be the same. You'll have water feeding out of the sump tank up into the fish tank, and from the fish tank down into this grow bed. I'll end up putting a hole down here on the end and allow the water to go right back down to the sump tank. This is all a 2x4 construction, or a 2x construction. There's 2x4s, there's 2x12s, and I believe I've got 2x8s. This allows for a 3-foot wide float. I'm going to do 3 foot by 2 foot. And so this being 12 foot long, that'll allow me plenty of grow space. This will have a liner in it. There'll be a rubber liner, and I'll put in there tomorrow. Fill it with water. I've already leveled it. But as far as the construction's all pretty simple. There's no genius carpentry or anything. It's just, the 2x4s at the bottom. I looked at 4x4s on many projects, and as you can see, the deck in the background, I use 4x4s. But the price of a 4x4 as opposed to two 2x4s that you can screw together, you can save considerable amounts using the 2x4s, and they're just as strong. And you screw them together and it basically creates a 4x4. I did get a package today, and it's these grow grips, and this is what I will use, and this is kind of how the system works. You have a raft, and then you have the grow grip that goes around the seedling or the plant, and it gets put down in the hole of the styrofoam float. And the styrofoam floats, there will be, 2 foot wide, 12 foot long. There's going to be 6 of them. There'll be 6 floats going down this entire bed. Water will continuously be fed into it, and at the far end, up towards the top, I'll have a bulkhead fitting with the line coming all the way back to the sump tank. And then therefore from there back up, and it's a recycling system. There's going to be not a whole lot of maintenance once it's up and running. I have to adjust our pump a little bit, have to get the water pH right, have to get the fish acclimated, some good bacteria going, which I have. Like I said, this system that's running great. And I've also got a goldfish pond, so I've got water that is already has good cultures in it and everything else. And on this system here, it's going to be for shorter stuff, more like your lettuce, kale, spinach, those type of things. Not anything real tall, because if it's too tall, it'll want to tip the styrofoam float over. So bigger stuff over here. They have the clay pebbles to kind of grab roots and hold in tight. These are tomato plants, and they kind of got blowed over a little bit. We had a big storm come through yesterday, but I was able to straighten them up pretty decent, and they're not needing any strings or anything yet. They probably will here soon. Pepper plant, I transplanted this one from dirt, and it's a little bit yellow, but it was actually almost all yellow just about 3 or 4 days ago. This guy in the back, he's got some, let's see if I can get off in there. He's got some pretty decent jalapenos coming on, and some more okra. These pepper plants I transplanted a few days ago, and they're still kind of wilty looking, but they'll bounce back. They're liking the fish water, and same down here on the end. So on the right hand side, if I back up this way, the right hand side all the way down, that is a ebb and flow or a fill and drain system using a bell siphon. So it'll fill up and then drain the bed. I've got mine at about once an hour to 3 times every 2 hours. It's different beds I've got adjusted just a little bit different. This one here will be a deep water culture system where the roots are in water non-stop. It will not drain. It'll just basically, the overflow will go back to the sump tank. I will have to put some aerators down in the liner. So after I put the liner in and I get it filled and I get it attached and I get all my plumbing and everything else done, I will have to run air lines and air stones throughout the bottom of this to allow the roots to get the oxygen that they need. If I don't do this, they get no oxygen, the plant's drowned. It's kind of like over watering a plant in your house or in your garden. If you give it too much water, it drowns and it dies. So I will update you again, probably tomorrow evening when I get this guy, some water going and maybe a little bit of plumbing taken care of. I probably won't put the fish in. I'll let the water circulate for maybe about a week. Let the bubblers do their thing and kind of get some of the chlorine and contaminants out. So this is C&S Organic. And please like and share, leave comments below. If I'm doing something wrong, let me know. I'm kind of experimenting with this, and everything that I've read and I've done and I've experimented with seems to be doing great. So please let me know what you think and leave your comments below. Thank you.